in London, of course, because you are a card-carrying member of the London Monarchs, right?
I was with the London Monarchs back in '95, the World Football League. I told him I was coming back. I just didn't tell him it was going to be 23 years before I got back.
Quite a long gap, isn't it?
Yeah, man. You got to do some other things.
Has the city changed a lot?
The city has changed a lot, man. The last time I looked at the London Bridge and I saw Big Ben. Big Ben is covered up now.
What do you mean?
The clock is covered up. I guess they're doing some remodeling.
That's what you could work on that. Was to get the BBB
Put
brand
the triple
on Big
B's
Ben.
up there. I better send something in there. Last time I came, I didn't have a brand.
Big Ben brand. You
But
see
now
it?
I have a brand.
Well, that's why you're here.
Yes.
I'm going to tap you up for your London accent later on, so that's a heads up on that.
Oh,
now.
yes, of course.
You could do some of the interview.
Just a little bit. You know, I was bringing that
That's
up.
not bad. You are here, of course, in London to promote your brand. So for all our viewers in the UK who aren't familiar with Big Baller brand, give me the elevator pitch.
Well, the Big Baller brand is an independent company, family owned, and we out here to have a pop-up shop to show people our merchandise that we have and just trying to build a brand, not locally, but globally.
Because you're developing the brand beyond sneakers and beyond clothing.
Yes.
You announced you're going to have your own brand of water this week. Tell me about that.
Like I said, this is a growing empire.
Yeah.
They didn't think we was going to come like that. But like I said, over there in Lithuania, the best thing they got going is the water. And see, people's looking at all the stuff on top of the ground, the snow, how cold it is, the trees, the old buildings. And the best thing is underground. Nobody knew to look but the Big Baller. So we went across the water to get the water.
You're tapping into that. See, how much are you retailing the water? Because your sneakers are quite expensive.
They're quite expensive. We're an expensive brand.
Yeah.
You know, we're not just your regular old Rudy Poot brand. We up and coming. But we on a higher level. We're more prestigious.
That's why the pricing's at that level.
That's why it's at that level, and the fact that that's what I see it as. You know, if you got your own brand, you can come up and know what it's worth to you. And that's what a lot of people don't do, because it's just like people that get endorsed. If you do something, they're going to give you the price, even though you're doing all the acts in it. They say, you know what, I don't think it's worth that, it's worth this. I don't like that part.
Because you are key behind the marketing of the brand, so you know a thing about marketing. So what do I need to do to become a big baller? Because you've been quite outspoken about...
Well, to be a big baller, all you got to do is, it's not just a namesake, it's a lifestyle. It's something that a big baller is somebody who goes for something that they want, regardless of what's going on. And my famous line is our big baller way is built for this. Because sometimes things get difficult and people be like, well, I want that, but it gets too hard and I'll back up, I tried.
So you got to be confident in everything.
You got to be confident in what you're doing and just have a back. Yes, exactly.
So Donald Trump, would you call him a big baller?
I ain't going to call Donald Trump a big baller.
Okay. He did that, didn't he? He kind of ran for president. Nobody said he could do it.
Everybody said he's not going to do it. He said he went and did his thing.
How far can the baller brand go? Because you got clothing, you got water, you keep on keeping on. How far do you want to take it?
I'm going to take it as far as my vision sees it, and that's beyond. So it's not like a set point where we're going to be like, oh, we got here, we good. Because it's not even about the money thing right now. See, sometimes people do things for money, and let's say you bought everything you want. What's left? You better have a passion to do something. And you know, our passion is making this empire as big as possible. So when you look back, you're going to look back and say, wow, a lot of things changed as far as nobody's doing endorsement deals no more. They're doing co-branding. A lot of people's going their own way. And they're going to look and see a picture of the big baller like this.
You seem pretty averse to criticism, because you get a lot of criticism. You know,
you're going to get
to knock it off. How do you do that mentally? How do you get around
Well, mentally, just from being young, you get it. Where you're not going to please everybody. So 50% of the people going to love what you do. And then the other 50% going to be like, man, they jealous and they going to hate. But it comes with the territory. If you're up here, let's say I don't have nothing going for me. Nobody's going to say nothing. Now, would I rather nobody be saying nothing or be very successful and everybody's got something to say about it?
Right. You can please some of the people some of the time. But
yeah, but exactly. But I'm not even trying to do that. You have to be within yourself. And as long as you please yourself, you're fine. It's just like I tell them about my boys playing basketball. They're not worried about what people are saying about them. They're trying to become the best basketball players in the world, ever.
Control the things they can control. We'll talk about your boys in a minute. One thing that's occurred to me with the brand, because you've got, you know, your boys world-class athletes,
right?
2 in the making, 1 already there.
Right.
It is quite convenient that you've launched a brand, quite lucky, and your name's Ball.
Right.
I mean, you could be
it's
Smith,
not lucky, it's
you
just
could be a
skills.
Jones. I mean, that's quite a lucky brand.
But everything lines up. It's not lucky. It's just good. Everything lines up for this.
Smith, big baller brand. If you had, you know, it wouldn't be the same if it was.
It's
Smith
not going to be
Jones.
the same.
It's not going to be the same. So
that's what I used to tell girls, man. I said, if you can't call me Lavar, call me Mr. Ball. And they say, oh, man.
How did that go?
No, that's Mr. Ball. That's what it is.
Right. Actually, it's Valentine's Day, isn't it? So you're in London for Valentine's Day.
Valentine's
What's
Day.
the key? Come on, you're a marketeer, you're a brand guy. What's the key to the perfect Valentine's night?
The perfect Valentine's
Perfect
night?
Valentine's date. How do you take care of business?
I would say stay home with your woman.
Stay home.
Don't go stand in no lines trying to prove everybody you can buy a rose and you want everybody else to see. Cook her something, stay at home. I bet you'd be a lot better.
What'd you cook?
What would I cook?
Yeah, yeah.
Tacos, of course.
Tacos?
Tacos and burritos. Big baller style.
And wash it down?
Man, wash it down with some nice big glass of cold milk.
Now, you're building a dynasty in a way. I did a bit of maths, right? It's not my strong suit, but I did a bit of maths, and I worked out that if all 3 of your boys make it to the NBA,
yes.
they all have, say, 2 boys,
okay,
right? And they play in the NBA, and then your grandkids have 3 boys, and they play in the NBA. By the year 2086, everybody in the NBA is going to be a ball.
Shoot.
Yeah?
If they ain't going to be dominate. A ball, at least they're going to have a ball.
They're going to be dominating the
yes.
NBA by then.
Dominating the NBA.
Now, Lonzo likes a bit of rapping as well.
Yes.
Yes. But I was interested in the fact he said he doesn't like the old stuff as much as the new stuff. How did that go down with you?
Why would you like the old stuff if you got some new stuff?
Well, you draw a lot of influence from old stuff. You look at...
Okay, you draw influence from it, but then take it to the next level.
True, okay.
So that's what's happening
So
now.
you haven't tried to school him on some of the older school rappers?
You know what? He's going to like who he likes. Like when he was growing up, he listened to 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg.
Well, they're old school, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm listening to.
Yeah,
so
right.
if you're rolling with me and you're 2 years old, you ain't got no choice in the matter.
So he was listening to them, okay.
You listen
right.
to West, listen to Ice Cube, West Side Connection, all that.
Yeah.
So Zoe takes to that, and then you got Lil Wayne growing up in that era. I mean, a little further down when he's like 12 or 13, then he's really taking a liking to it.
So he has taken them all right.
Yes, he's taking all that, but you can have the old school and the new school, and you can make an opinion on what you like.
Yeah,
it's not a big deal.
Yeah, yeah. No, it wasn't a knock. I just didn't know he was into the old school.
Man,
and I figured you might have shown him a few things growing up.
Yeah, he gonna listen to some DMX, 50 Cent, all that when I'm growing up.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. How's he doing recovering from his injury?
Oh, he's doing good. He's doing good on the fact that they got some things they got him doing to strengthen his knee. And it's more on the technical side when you get on a higher level. So they have these rubber bands and they have all this treatment. Now, if he was with me, he'd be ready to go by now because I'll put him in the heels, go old school.
Just
make him do some squats. And, no, you ain't going to play through it, but you're going to straighten up the real way. You ain't going to straighten up with me rubbing some stuff on your leg.
I got it like kind of drill sergeant
I'm going to make you go up the hill backwards. You know,
wow.
jogging forward, side to side, but you get it old school. It's just like instead of going to run, see right now, the high class stuff when you're working out, hey, Lonzo, get on the treadmill. All you got to do is pick your feet up. The belt is taking your foot back. I ain't going to put you on no treadmill. How about you go up that hill on your own? You don't step right. You ain't going nowhere.
Have you told him this?
I ain't going to tell him that. He's over there in L.A. living a luscious style. Let them do it their way.
Just get on Skype and tell him.
Yes.
Tell me about this Facebook series you guys are doing.
The Facebook series that we're doing, man, is something good for us on the fact that we had some TV networks come at us and try to get us to do this. But my brother was like, this is the best opportunity for us on the fact that we can do us. It's no breakdowns where we can't say this and we can't say that.
You control it?
We control this.
Is that the risk with more traditional
It's just like
TV?
our narrative. Whatever we're doing is what we're doing.
How's it going?
It's going great. The show is great on the fact that it's not fake. It's wholesome. It's a family oriented, but it's not scripted where it's like, okay, we're going to have somebody throw a drink on somebody and let's get something going on. No, it's just the Ball family is very interesting on the fact that the way I am, I speak a lot of stuff that's on my mind. People want to say the stuff that I say, but they can't. One reason being, if you're working for somebody, you got to hold your tongue, or you're going to get fired. Me, no holds barred.
You work for you.
Don't work for me. Like
but it ruffles feathers sometimes.
It's going to ruffle feathers because they want to say stuff, but they can't come at me.
Let's take the Lakers, right?
I'll take the Lakers.
Luke Walton. Can we go ahead? Can we talk about that?
Yeah, we can talk about the Lakers.
Some of the things you said about the Lakers.
Right.
And this goes back to what we said before, that you can't please everybody all the time. Some of the things you said about that have ruffled some feathers, and people have come out. Luke Walton, you've said a few things there.
Here, let me reiterate on this. What I say about anything is my opinion.
Sure.
Okay, I can say what the hell I want. And they act like people are coming to me and saying, Lavar, look at this, look at that. No, I can see with my own eyes. If I did not say Luke Walton didn't have control of the team and they weren't winning. They was just in the saddle. But I knew the backlash was coming. But I had to do that in order for them to move forward. Because this is what I was thinking. If I say something like this, they're going to do two things. One is everybody going to jump off the ship and they're going to put somebody else up in there, which is fine. I ain't saying fire Luke, but I'm holding him accountable. Don't be like, oh, we got a young team, we'll figure it out. No. You're a young coach. You start figuring this out. You got enough talent. So either they all jump off board or they all band behind him and say, it's us against the world.
So it's win-win.
Win-win, it's us against the world. But look what it is now. Ever since I said that, they've been winning.
That's to do with it. So you think those comments have kickstarted
those comments, they should be thanking me right now. They should be thanking me right now.
You check your email after this, and Luke might have dropped you a line. You said as well, there's another thing you came out with recently that got a bit of criticism, that you want all three brothers to play for the same team.
Yes.
If it's not going to be the Lakers, then you're going to move them all somewhere else that will take all three.
That'll take all three.
And that got some criticism. Stephen Smith, your old friend.
Stephen Smith, a friend.
He's
faker than a $3 bill.
Slightly sarcastic. He said the comments are out of bounds and idiotic.
Yes.
He said, which is
because
quite heavy.
He's an employee, so he has to say things like this. He don't have his own mind. Stephen A. has no business intellect whatsoever. Just because he got a big forehead and he think he's a big shot, he's not. Because he don't know how to roll like this. So he has to make comments. Nobody's really paying attention to what he says unless he says something with Lavar.
He's got quite a big following now.
Following a who?
Well, following his shows.
A lot of folks I know don't follow him.
Okay.
Because they know he's not real.
Did you say that slightly for effect, or do you mean it that you want all three guys to play on the same team?
What father wouldn't want all his kids to play on the same team?
I'll relate to that.
There has been brothers that have played on the same team. What's the big deal? J.R. Smith and his brother.
It's great that they play on the same team.
Now that I say it, everybody, oh, wait a minute, no, can't happen.
But you said they have to play on the same team, otherwise that's different, right?
I don't say I never said they have to play on the same team.
Okay.
I said I want them to play on the same team.
Work there.
They do best playing together.
Sure. Okay.
The last time my three boys got together, 35-0. That's the last time they all three played together.
Right.
Tell me what brothers have done that, anybody who's done that on any level. And don't act like my sons are not going to get better as they grow up. They think they're going to stay at the same high school level or college level. No, my boys get better and better every year. Now, I'll tell you what, when three of them get on the same team, which a lot of people don't want, because they know that balance, my boys will figure it out and be champions. On the fact that not only they looking at me like the father wants this, the ball boys are good for business. They're good for business. So why not put them together? And after LeBron and KD and all of them are 30-something years old and on their way out, the face of the NBA, the three ball brothers,
and
they only 20-something years old?
I get that.
Everybody will come and watch the Lakers.
You know what else? You know what else, Lavar? If they're all playing for the Lakers,
yes.
You don't have that problem in the household of brothers playing for different teams against each other. That's
Thank
fine.
you.
So
we don't have
conflict.
That.
No conflict.
Look, everybody stays in the same. It's better for my boys. It's better for the Lakers. It's better for everybody. If you can think of any your cons and pros and stuff that think of something bad that would happen, the ball boys being together. Think of something bad. Nobody can do that. But they don't want me to be right so they can say, oh, I told him so. It ain't even about that. But just straight business and the way my boys got that championship pedigree, you think they're not going to figure it out how to win every time? And the championship is like every year, the ball boys. Because everybody else going to be falling down. They're going to be getting older. Steph Curry, everybody. And then, check it out. 5 years go by, guess how old my son's going to be? 25 years old. That's 5 years in the league.
That's peak.
That's like, dude, you just starting?
Let's
Melo
talk about
will be 23.
Let's talk about LiAngelo and LaMelo in Lithuania then.
Yes.
They're playing together. You talk about playing together. They're playing together now, and things are turning around for
Every
the team.
time they play together, something good happens.
Good things happen.
But it's hard for an old Lithuanian team to say, you know what, let's put two American teenagers in our lineup and watch us win. So now it makes
the fans, they're worried because they're not homegrown players. Are they concerned about that?
Lithuania was nothing. Nobody even heard Lithuania. That's all to come out your mouth now. Lithuania, Lithuania, Lithuania. Why? Because the ball boys have reemerged over in Lithuania.
We put Lithuania on the map.
Yeah, we put Lithuania on the map. Nobody even thought about them. But you got two teenagers over there and all the eyeballs. Because I go back and tell you what I tell basketball is not pressure. You know why? What is basketball? Entertainment. Instead of going to the movies, instead of going doing something, fishing or going anything, just go watch a basketball game. Win or lose, you're still going to go home, go to your job, wake up, eat, sleep, do whatever.
How's your relationship with their coach in Lithuania?
It's a little touchy. On the fact that it started off good, and then it broke off the wrong way because you don't want to have change. You don't want to have change. So you show me a little disloyalty. Now I got to be like, hey, look around you. You guys were losing before my boys got here. Nobody was coming to the games. Now all of a sudden, the ball boys emerge in Lithuania. More eyes.
Sure.
More Facebook.
It's good for business.
Good for business, like I told them. So let's go with change.
Would you be willing to take over from him if you were asked?
If I was asked to take over right now, I'd take over in a heartbeat. On the fact that it would change European basketball because they'll start running more. I get it. When you play a slow game and it's not entertaining and you winning, okay, it's good for you to do a little half-court set. But for the fans, we don't want to see that. That's why it's not a big thing over here. There's no action.
You'd have them running backwards up a hill, like
Man,
before.
I have them getting in such better shape that you'll watch games and it'd be like in the NBA games in the hundreds. You never hear nobody say, you know what? I want you to come watch this guy play. He's the best defensive player I've ever seen in my life. He can slide his feet good. He can block shots.
Sure.
Nobody says that.
Purists, a couple of purists would say that. Yeah.
Purists, and nobody care about them. They too pure. Sit over there and drink some pure orange juice.
Pleasure chatting to you. Good luck with
Hey,
the brand.
pleasure with you, man. Enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it, man.
Yes.